Oh, it seems like LeBron James is going over to Los Angeles Lakers. 4 years, $154 million deal. They also re-up with another 1-year deal for former Detroit Pistons, KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And we back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know we do more than boxing. We're about to go live with a boxing live stream in about 30, 40 minutes. Might be a smidget late, but, LeBron signed. It is what it is. They brought KCP back. I mean, it's a battle for DeMarcus Cousins between the Pelicans and the Lakers. That'll be another video for another day talking about DeMarcus Cousins. But, I think LeBron instantly steps into a better situation than he was in with Cleveland. Even off the court where, he wants to get into Hollywood and have a life after basketball. That's the primary thing about being in L.A. You have different business ventures and different business options and living in a beautiful place like Southern California. I mean, why wouldn't you? We already knew he was going there when Gary Payton said his son had committed to a prep school out there. And, and he stepped into a better team. Even if they don't get anybody else, that team is better. I like Lonzo Ball's his potential better than George Hill ever would be. Caldwell Pope, I take him over J.R. Smith. If you don't like that, and I take Josh Hart over J.R. Smith. I take Kyle Kuzma, especially if you learn to pay D. I take Brandon Ingram, who could be, potentially got the potential to be a more than a poor man's Kevin Durant. I think he could be just as good one day if he could work on his body and just keep elevating and get more consistent with his game. And Julius Randle is better than Tristan Thompson. I might take Kyle Kuzma if he played their defense over Kevin Love. You know what I'm saying? So he instantly walks into a better situation with more talent around him. Now, will he be able to, make his game a little bit more flexible and let Lonzo, handle some point guard duties? Because I'm pretty sure he probably trusts Lonzo Ball more than George Hill. That and Kyrie, because Lonzo's more of I'm not more Kyrie as far as a ball player, but I mean as a facilitator and getting him the ball in better positions. It's yet to be seen, but the issue that I have with him going to the Lakers, is Luke Walton is a lame duck coach. I don't like him. I think LeBron gonna bully him like he did Tyronn Lue. And ain't no Pat Riley behind Luke Walton. Magic Johnson don't have the mean streak Pat Riley got. You can see that with the LeVar Ball situation. Pat Riley been and sat down with LeVar Ball and cut it to him raw, and he wouldn't have no more problems out of LeVar Ball. I guarantee you that. Magic ain't no cutthroat businessman. He one of them grinning businessmen, them laughing guys that want everybody to get along, and he don't want no confrontation. So there's no guy there. Only guy that ever stood up to LeBron as a coach that I can remember was David Blatt, and he got fired. Okay, so that concerns me. Because at the end of the day, will LeBron turn these guys into 4 spot-up shooters like he did with Cleveland and what he did in Miami as well? Or will Luke Walton and Magic Johnson get him to trust Lonzo, get him to trust Kuzma, trust Brandon Ingram, who can play the point beautifully as well, too, and kind of let him fall into a system, more of a system. It'll still be a LeBron system, but let him be more flexible and show that he can get the ball, in different ways and make the game more easier while he getting older instead of just dominating the ball all the time. But I think it's a huge win for Laker Nation. I'm a Laker fan, but I just can't root for LeBron. I'm not rooting for them no more right now. Y'all can say, hey, fake fan, I don't care. Detroit Pistons is my hometown team. I just like the Lakers on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? That's the team that I could tolerate. But obviously, without a Cousins or a Kawhi Leonard, even with a Cousins or a Kawhi Leonard, I still put them third in the West. I still put them behind Golden State and Houston right now. That's if Houston brings Capella back. But it might be a little bit more closer to Houston because I don't see Houston having anybody to match up with LeBron no more because Trevor Reeves is gone. So I think it's close between for second spot as well. But for late, he said 4 years. LeBron committed 4 years, and that was a shocker for me. I thought it was going to be a 1 year deal like he did last year with Cleveland, like Kevin Durant do. But 4 years is probably letting you know that that's where he want to be. He getting older. And he want to be locked for a max contract because at any given moment, his athletic ability could drop off Father Time injuries. And he pretty much knows that. And you can see he's starting to slow down. He's losing the first step slowly, but he don't drink or smoke, so he's going to be able to preserve his athletic ability and his skills a little bit longer than, the average player. But yeah, it's good for L.A. It's good for the Lakers. I mean, right now it's a 2-step program. Even if they don't win it this year, next year they can get Kawhi Leonard, and they got money to continue to build. Caldwell Pope, that's a good signing in my opinion. For $12.5 million, whatever it was, he could hit 3 and D guy. He can defend, he can shoot. You need guys like that that, you know, if you get Caldwell Pope an open jumper, he gonna knock it down more than times than J.R. Smith. You know, I'm not saying that he's a 100% knockdown shooter, but he gonna knock it down more than him. And I like where this team going. Even with LeBron, man, these young guys developed, and LeBron showed Lonzo and Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma how to be professionals. The only issue I have is Kuzma's defense and them not having a rim protector. Julius Randle was good, but he ain't a rim protector. They need that second defender on the wing, and that's what Paul George or Kawhi Leonard would have brought. So now it's time to do that. Now, as far as bringing Cousins in, before I get into another video tomorrow or later tonight about it, his personality might be too fucked up to be for that team with LeVar, LeBron, and Cousins' personality. I don't think that'd be a good mix for them. But I like Cousins being there. If they can tame him and get him to calm down, he'd be a perfect big guy with LeBron. I think they will legitimately easily move into second with a healthy Cousins. But he won't probably be healthy till 2019, beginning of a second half of the season, you know, right after the All-Star break. So he really might not be healthy till 2020 with that knee injury and being a big fella. So, but if you can get his mind right, I think they elevate to the second best team. And I think they obviously got a big chance at beating the Warriors, in my opinion. If you just add him Kawhi Leonard, it'll make him good, but I wouldn't put him on the same stratosphere as the Warriors. They definitely surpassed the Rockets, but you know, that'd be a good look though. You know, I think Cousins is a hell of a look. If they can swing Cousins and Kawhi Leonard, I think Golden State got a major challenge with that team. As long as once Cousins get 100% healthy, that might not be the 2020. So you might as well, you know, get Cousins this year and get Kawhi next year, and then you can, you know, will and deal. But don't forget, it's the Boxing Clinic. More y'all do, you know, how we do more than boxing. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. Subscribe. We out.